Welcome to Texas Ranger Day. In March of 1983, the first Texas Ranger Day was held to honor this man, Leander H. McNelly. Leander Harvey McNelly was born March 12, 1844, in Virginia. McNelly's military career included service in the Civil War, as a captain in the Texas Military Police of the Reconstruction era, and as a head of a special force known as the Washington County Volunteers. By 1860, McNelly followed his family to Washington County, Texas. Here we have a view of McNelly and his Texas Rangers in camp. On the original photo, his widow wrote, "Picture of Captain L.H. McNelly's company, Texas Rangers, taken in 1877, Mrs. W.T. Rowe." McNelly returned to Burton throughout his career and at the end of his life. He died September 5, 1877, and is buried in Mount Zion Cemetery, which is located 3 miles northeast of Burton at the intersection of FM 390 and FM 1948. All proceeds today will help restore Mount Zion Historical Chapel at Mount Zion Cemetery. By 1882, the church had been moved to nearby Burton. The town of Burton had at least one church built by the late 1880s and several more by the early 1900s. But through storms, fires, and new construction, all of those buildings are now gone. Mount Zion Historical Chapel is now the oldest of these church structures left standing. For 97 years, this structure served as the Burton Baptist Church and has roots that go back 161 years as Mount Zion Baptist Church. As early as 1853, Mount Zion Baptist Church had a church building on this property. The cemetery's first burial was in 1852, an infant, E.A. Metcalf. By 1882, the church had been moved to nearby Burton. Other churches, such as the Burton Christian Church, held services and classes in the building during their own construction. The building was damaged by the 1900 storm and rebuilt in 1917 by Burton Lumber Company, C.W. Homeyer, and Will Weirin. In 1983, the building was donated to the Burton Heritage Society by the First Baptist Church of Burton. The society had it moved 3 miles to Mount Zion Cemetery. In a way, you could say that the old church was now reunited with its historical roots. Throughout the years, the Society has completed several waves of work on the church structure. The building was leveled in 2013. In 2017, a metal roof was installed, and the bell tower was rebuilt. The plumbing to the bathroom was replaced in 2018. The shag carpeting was torn out, most of the 1970s paneling was removed, and the steeple was caulked and repainted. The next steps in restoration are critical to the survival of the structure and a wonderful opportunity to help us ensure that the chapel remains for future generations. Our goal is to restore the structure as close as possible to its 1917 appearance, while also weighing best choices for the future of the structure and its varied uses. In addition to the historical significance of the chapel, the site itself is a vital piece of local and Texas history. The restoration of the building will do more than simply restore one structure. It will improve the entire site and solidify its place as a true historic resource for the community and the state. Once restored, the chapel and cemetery will serve several roles. A centerpiece for the importance of historical preservation of buildings and cemeteries, a representative of the history of the Baptist churches in Texas, a place of remembrance for local settlers and citizens, an historic and beautiful setting for event rentals, and a viable source of support for future preservation and education efforts in the community. The restoration of the Mount Zion Historical Chapel will benefit the community in many important ways, and it will preserve the oldest remaining church structure in Burton. Beyond today, there are many ways you can help. Volunteer, join us, and donate. Please consider helping us in the next chapter of the life of Mount Zion Historical Chapel. We hope to see you again soon. Thank you.